Hi everyone, welcome to WITS Connect. Today we are going to start the topic common base configuration. So this is the circuit which determines the static characteristics of an NPN transistor in which configuration? Common base configuration. What is the meaning of common base configuration? The base terminal is common for both emitter and collector terminal. Okay na? So here we are taking the NPN transistor. Here base terminal is grounded with respect to the input and output circuits. Here always the input circuit, that is between base and emitter junction, it is always connected in forward biased, and collector and emitter junction, this is the collector terminal, and collector and base junction is connected in reverse bias. So here it is the emitter power supply, it is indicated by VEE, and collector power supply, it is indicated by VCC. Okay, so here coming to the characteristics, so we have to determine the static characteristics of the NPN transistor in PNP and in common base configuration. We have two types of characteristics: common base input characteristics and common base output characteristics. Okay na? So this is the circuit indicates the common base input characteristics. So here we are connecting one voltmeter. We are connecting one voltmeter between the base and emitter. That's why it is named it as base emitter voltage or emitter base voltage. And we are connecting between the collector to base. We are connecting one voltmeter. It is nothing but collector to base voltage or collector base voltage. Okay, now this is here we are connecting the ammeter to calculate the collector current here, and we are connecting one ammeter to calculate the emitter current. Okay, now this is the circuit construction. Okay, and always the base emitter junction is connected in forward bias with the power supply VEE, and collector base junction is connected in reverse bias with collector supply VCC. Okay, coming to the input characteristics. CB input characteristics. What is the meaning of input characteristics here? Common base input characteristics. The curve between base emitter voltage to the emitter current with respect to the collector base power supply is known as input characteristics. Okay, now the curve between base emitter voltage to the emitter current at constant VCB. Okay, at constant collector to base voltage is nothing but common base input characteristics. So here what is the input voltage, input current here? This is input, ikkada nundi ikkada varaku input, and this is output. Okay, so this is variable power supplies, these two are. Okay, here this is the input voltage. What is the input voltage here? Base emitter voltage. Input current here it is emitter current. What is the output voltage here? Collector base voltage. What is the output current here? Collector current. Here what are the input characteristics? Input enti, on x axis we have to take the voltage, on y axis we have to take the current. Okay, now what is the input characteristics means the input voltage is here it is base emitter voltage, input current here it is emitter current. At constant what we have to place which common base voltage, collector base voltage as constant. Okay na, here the curve between VBE, IE at constant VCB is nothing but common base characteristics. So if you observe these characteristics, here we are varying base to emitter voltage with stepwise. Okay na, we are varying the base to emitter voltage increasing, and emitter current is varying like this. So you will get the at constant, first we have to keep the constant base collector to base voltage at 0 volts. Okay na, we have to keep the constant value VCB equals 0 దగ్గర constant పెట్టాలి. Okay na, పెట్టిన తర్వాత ఏం చేయాలి? We have to vary the base emitter voltage and we will get the current values. Okay na, first we have to keep the collector base voltage at 0 volts. Now we have to vary the base emitter voltage at stepwise. You will get the base emitter current. So if you draw the curve between base emitter voltage and emitter current at constant VCB, you will get the curve like this. So this is the curve. Okay na? So this is the curve indicates the forward biased PN junction diode. Okay na? Forward biased PN junction diode characteristics ela untundi, ilage untundi kada. So this indicates it behaves as a, so BCB equals 0 volts, it behaves as a forward biased PN junction diode. Where when we are increasing the voltage, the current is going to be increased linearly. Okay, now it behaves as a forward biased linear characteristics. Forward biased PN junction characteristics in input characteristics, common base input characteristics. And next we have to increase the common base voltage. Next we have to increase the common base voltage. So for VCB equal to 1 volt, we have to next we have to keep the constant voltage VCB equal to, this is the VCB equal to 1 volt, and you vary the base emitter voltage again and you will get the current values. Okay na, and you will get the current values. So here as you are increasing the collector to base voltage, so the curve will shift to the left side. The curve will shift to the left side. Okay na, as you are increasing the base emitter collector to base voltage, and if you are varying base emitter voltage, and you will get the collector current values. Okay na. So at this condition, if you draw the curve between base emitter and emitter voltage at constant VCB equal to 1 voltage for higher values of VCB, the curve will shift to the left of the VCB equal to 0. The curve will shift to the left of the VCB equal to 0. So this is the input characteristics. So coming to the common base configuration, these are the common base output characteristics. These are the common base output characteristics. So here what is the output characteristics? What are the output voltage and output current here? Collector to base voltage and collector current, and keeping the constant IE, emitter current is the input. So here the curve between collector to base voltage and collector current at constant emitter current is nothing but output characteristics of the common base configuration. So if you observe these characteristics, so we have to take at different constant values of emitter current. For IE equals 0 milliamps, like 1 milliamp we have to keep the constant, and like that we have to keep the constant of 2 milliamps, 3 milliamps. Those are the constant values of emitter current. So here first we have to vary the collector to base voltage, and if you keep the IE equals 0 milliamps, so you have to take the values of collector current noted at the equal step by step values. Okay na, you have to vary the collector to base voltage and you keep the emitter current at either it is 1 milliamp or 2 milliamps. Okay na, first you keep the IE value as 0 milliamps at constant, and you vary the collector to base voltage and you note down the values of collector current step by step. Okay na, okay na. So now if you draw the curve between voltage and current values at constant IE equals 0, you will get the waveform like this at IE equals 0. So like that, next step you have to keep the constant of IE equal to 1 milliamp, and next you have to vary the collector to base emitter voltage and note down the values of collector current at step by step values. If you draw the curve, you will get the waveform like this. Okay na. So from this curve, here what will happen? In output characteristics of the common base configuration, you have 3 regions. What are those? Cutoff region, active region, saturation region. Cutoff region, active region, saturation region. Okay na. So where IE equal to 0, so you will get the curve like this. So this region is nothing but cutoff region. In cutoff region, what will happen? In cutoff region, here input and output will be in forward biased. Okay na. The emitter base junction and collector base junction both are in forward biased, then it is nothing but cutoff region. Both are reverse biased. Okay na. In what is the input here? Emitter base junction and collector base junction. So these emitter base junction and collector base junctions are reverse biased, then it will be operated in cutoff region. Coming to the active region, the emitter base junction is forward biased and collector base junction is reverse biased. So the transistor is always operated in active region. Here in this diagram, the input is connected in forward bias, output is connected in reverse bias. Okay na. Always the transistor is operated in active region only. Okay na. Always the transistor is operated in active region only. So coming to the saturation region, both the emitter base junction and collector base junction are forward biased. Okay na. Okay, so this is the saturation region from left side. Left side is the saturation region. Okay na. Here if you observe these curves, at VCB equal to 0 also, VCB equals 0 volts also, there is a flow of current to the left side. Okay na, if you decreasing the values of VCB also, there is a flow of current at the different fixed constant values of I. Okay na, so this region is nothing but saturation region. Why at VCB equal to 0 also there is a flow of current, okay na. So in the emitter base junction is what here? It is forward bias. In forward bias, what will happen? The majority carriers electrons will flow through where the majority carriers are electrons are flows through the base region. Okay now, where is it is constitutes with the holes, and there is a flow of base current. Okay now, and these base current is the remaining electrons are going to the collector region. Okay na, so that's why there is the flow of collector current. Okay na, so if it is reverse biased, the output is connected in reverse biased. In reverse bias region also, what will happen? The depletion layer width will be what? The depletion layer width will be decreased. Okay na, actually in reverse bias there is no flow of current, but due to the minority carriers there may be some amount of flow of current will be there. That's why at VCB equals 0 or negative values also there may be flow of collector current. Okay na, that's why the curve will be like this. Okay na, in active region the emitter base junction and collector base junction are, the emitter base junction is forward biased, collector base junction is reverse biased. Always the transistor is operated in active region only. And in saturation, both input and output circuits are connected in forward bias. In cutoff region, both input and output circuits are connected in reverse bias. So this is the common base output characteristic. So coming to the CE configuration, this is the circuit to determine the CE configuration. So here we are taking the NPN transistor here. Here the emitter is common for both input and output circuits. That's why we named it as common emitter configuration. The emitter terminal is common for both input and output circuits. That is nothing but input here it is nothing but base, output here it is nothing but collector terminal. So that's why it is named it as common emitter configuration. And we are correcting this is the voltmeter connected between the base and emitter. This is the emitter and this is the base, this is the collector. Here we are connecting one voltmeter between the base and emitter. It is nothing but base to emitter voltage. Connecting one ammeter at the base terminal, it is nothing but IB in terms of microamps. Okay na, and it is this is the power supply coming from the base terminal. That's why it is named it as base power supply. And this is coming from the collector supply. It is nothing but collector supply VCC. And this is one voltmeter connected between collector and emitter, collector to emitter voltage VCE, and one ammeter at the collector terminal. It is nothing but collector current in terms of milliamps. So this is the circuit. Here the emitter base junction, it is always connected in forward bias, and collector emitter junction always connected in reverse bias. Okay na, so coming to the common emitter input characteristics, the curve between base emitter voltage, what are the inputs here? Base emitter voltage and base current. Okay na, so coming to the input characteristics, what is input characteristics? The curve between base emitter voltage and base current at constant VCE. So that is the input characteristics. So if we observe this input characteristics, the curve at VC equal to 0, it is similar to the forward biased PN junction diode characteristics. Okay, at VC equals 0, it is similar to the forward biased PN junction diode characteristics. Why? Because when you are increasing voltage, base emitter voltage, the base current is going to be increased linearly. Okay, now that's why it is known as forward biased PN junction characteristics at the constant VC equal to 0. As you are increasing collector to emitter voltage, what will happen? As you are increasing collector to emitter voltage, what will happen? Here, emitter base junction is forward biased now. Collector base junction is reverse biased. In reverse biased, what will happen? Reverse bias lo emoutundi, the width of the depletion layer will be going to increase. In reverse bias, when VC is going to be increased, what will happen? At the output we are connecting in reverse bias. In reverse bias, the depletion layer width is going to be increased. So that appudu emoutundi, the current is going to be decreased. Okay na? So Actually, there is no current in the reverse bias characteristics, but there may be small amount of current flows in terms of microamps because of the minority carriers. That's why we are taking emitter base current in terms of microamps. Okay na? So here the curve will be shifted to the right of the Vc equal to 0. Okay na? Because in reverse bias the depletion layer width will be going to increased. Okay na? So that there may be no current will exist, but there may be small amount of current will exist because of the minority charge carriers. That's why we are taking the base current in terms of microamps. So here the curve will be shifted right to the Vc equals 0 as we are increasing the collector to emitter voltage. Okay na? So this is the common emitter input characteristics. So in common base input characteristics, it is the curve will be shifted left side. In common emitter it is shifted to the right side. That is the basic difference. So coming to the common emitter configuration, output characteristics. So these are the output characteristics. So here what are the output voltage and output current? This is the collector to emitter voltage is the output voltage, collector current is the output current. Okay na? So the curve between collector to emitter voltage and collector current at constant base current. Okay na? Here the base current is keeping constant by varying the value of base power supply. So by varying the value of base power supply, we have to keep the constant value of base current at different current values. Okay na? So this is the curve. Okay na? The curve between VCE and IC at constant IB is nothing but common emitter output characteristics. So if you observe this curve, the line O to A is nothing but saturation region. Okay now in this saturation region, the two junctions are forward biased. That is nothing but base emitter junction and collector emitter junctions are both are forward biased. Okay now? Okay. So here if you are increasing emitter base current, if you are increasing the base current, there is a negligible increase in the collector current. Okay na? There is no negligible values of current in collector current. Okay na? The region OA is nothing but saturation from here to here. This is the shaded area is nothing but from O to A, it is nothing but saturation region. So here the ratio of collector to emitter voltage is the collector current is nothing but this is also known as saturation resistance and kuda anachu. Okay na? The ratio of collector voltage to the collector current is nothing but saturation resistance. Okay na? Coming to the curve from 0, IB equal to 0 microamps, that is under this the transistor is operates in the cutoff region. In cutoff region, the base emitter junction and collector emitter junctions are both are in reverse biased. Okay na? So both here it is in reverse biased. Okay na? And the transistor is not going to be operated in cutoff region. In this region the transistor is in off stage. Okay na? So in cutoff region the transistor is said to be in off stage laga panchestundi. Okay na? Okay. So here when you are increasing collector to emitter voltage, what will happen? The collector current is going to be increased. Okay na? If you draw the curves between VC and IC at constant IB equal to 0 microamps, you will get the curve like this. Okay na? This is nothing but cutoff region. Coming to the active region where the slopes are separated linearly like this. So these are the spaced slopes. Okay na? Equal spaced slopes you are getting if you are increasing the collector. If you are increasing the base current, IB equal to 20 microamps, 40 microamps, like this if you are increasing step by step at the different constant values of IB, if you are varying the collector to emitter voltage, you will get the collector current. And if you draw the curve between VC and IC, and you will get the slopes like this. Okay na? So in this region, the transistor is operated in active region. So these regions are the sloped equal space regions are nothing but active region. And always the transistor is operated in active region only. In this active region, both junctions, what are those? Base emitter junction and collector emitter junctions are connected in both here base emitter junction is connected in forward bias, collector emitter junction is connected in reverse bias. In saturation region, both are forward bias, both junctions are forward biased. In cutoff region, both junctions are reverse biased. But in active region, emitter base junction is connected in forward bias, collector base junction is connected in reverse bias. And always the transistor is operated in active region only. Why? Because the transistor operating point is in active region only. The operating point will be existed in existed in active region only. Okay, now to amplify transistor, if we have to use the transistor as an amplifier, if you want to use the transistor as an amplifier, compulsory the transistor is to be operated in active region only. In active region only the transistor acts as an amplifier.